So in this tutorial, we are going to look into how to create a progress bar that runs from 0 to 100% in a circular manner like what we have in the activity app on an Apple Watch. So let's go ahead and see how it can be done. So the basic stuff on an Apple Watch is we don't have any animated content or no native animation is supported, so we have to go with images. That is, we have to have frames of images and animate it using the WK interface image class. So to achieve this particular circular progress bar, we need to have a set of images, say from 0% to 100%. So we just have to create those images, and if you want a designer or if you have a designer, we can make him do it. Or since I don't have one, I'm going to go ahead and use one tool or a web page from GitHub a person has created. So it's very handy, and I'm giving the link on the description below. You can go ahead and explore more on in this particular URL. So here what we have is we got different kind of arc progress bar here, and you can have a lot of options here to change the color and from which percentage you want and to the final value that you want. So I'll just go ahead and create a simple progress bar that has from 0% to 100%. So the initial value I'll be having is 0 and it reaches to 100%. So to create a complete arc, first I'll just keep it to 100% to see how the whole arc, the whole circle looks like. So it looks pretty pink, and I don't like pink, so I'll just move to blue. And it's kind of a radiant stuff, and so I like this kind of tool. Okay, so now you get a arc here with a blue arc, so you just have all the options here. And when you're complete with your 100%, just make it 0 so that you don't miss the background, and the background should match blue. Okay, now it's good. Oops, I just changed something. I think I changed the color for the foreground end color, and don't forget to set back to 0 so that you get images from 0 to 100. And now here it's like they have specified for cals, like the calories burnt, but I'll go ahead and make it as steps so that we'll know the user has covered from 0 to 100 steps or something like that. I just wanted to explore things here, and you can just hit generate. You have an option to give your own image name, so I'll keep it as simple as that, as steps. I don't need any suffix, and I'll just keep it like this so that when you animate, you'll know from which step you're moving. Just hit continue and just wait for the images to get generated, and it'll automatically trigger the download. Now let's say open, and, and a quick copy of that to a folder. In here you can have renamed it to progress bar images, and you open that folder, you'll see series of images like from 0 to 100. So as you see, when I move down, the progress bar also moves. Like it's kind of a frames. The whole progress bar is being converted into single frames, like one for each step. You have one frame in your image. So this is how the WatchKit image animation works. So that's the reason I have specified like you need to have from 0 to 100. So it gives you the flexibility of choosing your range to animate. So now let's go ahead and create a sample project for this to see how it works. So I'll say WatchKit progress bar, and I'll create the project here itself. And let's go ahead and create the WatchKit extension. And yep, activate it. And let's go. The first step you need to do is you need to import the images that you just created. So I'll say import, and I'll choose the folder. Let's say import. There you have all the images in your image assert. And just notice the name of each images here, because that's something you are going to use it. Go to extensions. You have the class here. Just have to insert an image component in the interface, and just so that the image is centered as well. And go to interface, connect the image view. So you have an outlet for this. Now you go to the interface class, and it will activate. You can animate the progress bar here. So the first step is to tell the image view to which image it has to take, and so you can do this way, say image name, so you just have to make sure this particular name is specified without the number. So it should be written as steps, that's it, and then you animate the image. So one more thing to note is you have two different animations. When you say start animate, it will animate the whole of 0 to 100%, but you have an option to select from which range it has to animate. So this is where the math comes. So if you have an step count or a calorie counter, so you say the user has burned this much calorie, you need to animate only that particular range. So let's say the user has traveled some of only 10 steps or 20 steps, and I need to show the progress bar till the 20 steps. So since the image was starting from 0, I'm making the range from 0 to 21 and the duration as 2 in 2 seconds and repeat count as 1. So that's it. You just specify the name of the image and the range from which you need to animate. So let's go ahead and run the project. And I do have fancy stuff here called a bezel. It has a watch kind of interface which mirrors the watch simulator, so you can actually see kind of a preview like how it runs on a watch, and here you can see it animates from 0 to 20. So let's say the user has traveled some 50 steps, and now let's run and see how it appears. So now you'll be able to see that the animation from 0% to 50%, that is from 0 steps to 50 steps in this case. I guess sometimes Xcode doesn't connect the Apple Watch and the simulator properly, so I'll just rerun this. Let's see how it works. Okay, come on. Yep, so it does animate from 0 to 49. Since I have specified 50, it should be 51. So this is how the animated and range works. So you can dynamically choose the math for from which percent, from 0 to how many percent the arc should cover, or to draw a full circle, you just have to say start animate. That will animate from 0 frame to 50 to 100 frame. So that's it. This is a short tutorial on how to create a circular progress bar on your WatchKit. Thanks for watching, and do hit subscribe on